Hi, welcome to our RV. My name is Tiffany, and you're watching this video because you've rented our RV, so we're excited to have you. My kids call her Big Rhonda, but we've had a lot of fun. So, a couple things, if you watch this video, then the check-in process will be a whole lot easier. So I'm going to show you around. So when you get the RV, when you get to where you're going, the first thing you're going to want to do on the inside is to turn things on. So if it's summer, you're definitely going to want to turn on the AC. So that is right here. It's best not to leave the fan just on mode, but to put it on auto, and cool, of course, and high or low, and the temperature you want it on. And this is your heat as well. So if you're in a colder climate, all the controls are right here. Should you need it, down below, down here, this is where the fuses are. So if anything goes out, this is your first kind of line of defense, is to make sure all the breakers are, nothing got tripped. And then right here is your fuses. And there's a little, down here is the, says what goes to what. So there's that, and you just twist the top of it. So once you turn on your AC, you're going to want to turn on your water and everything else. So here is the panel that is kind of your Grand Central Station. So number one, if you test it, this is your gray tank and your black tank. So if you're new to RVing, your gray tank is your sinks, and your black tank is your toilet. And then if you filled up the freshwater tank, it's the next one over, the freshwater tank. And then your LP gas is the, obviously the gas, and your battery condition. So check all of those. Once you plug in your water, you turn on the water pump to shower and whatnot. And this is your water heater right here. Turn that on. This pilot light right here will come on, and then it'll go out when it is lit. Can take a minute sometimes. And then of course your hood light and your fan for your hood. There, it went out. And your generator is down here. This is, you can check the hours, so you're usually allotted a certain time, and so you just kind of hit that start button. It's going to start up. I don't really want to start it up, but it's at 4:52 right now. Microwave is pretty self-explanatory. Oven. So the pilot light should light by just hitting the pilot on. On the top burners, you do need to use a lighter to light them. So I don't have the gas on right now, but you would just put it to high and light, and then stick your lighter in there to light those. Okay. It is pretty stocked. Here's you've got a sponge holder there and here. Usually there's a lighter here unless somebody took it. Everything is labeled. Utensils. This is also your marker and eraser for the board, the whiteboard, the cooking tools. And then cleaning supplies are down here. Refrigerator. So up top on the refrigerator is your control panel here. So it's going to automatically shift back and forth between gas. Make sure your gas is turned on. So when you're driving down the road to keep your stuff cold, it'll work on gas. But you just have to make sure at the outside of the unit that the knob is turned to on. Put it on auto, and you do of course have to turn it on versus off. And you definitely want to put it at the coldest setting. And then when you get parked and you get plugged in, it'll flip from being on gas to being on electric. It does not get as cold when it is being powered by gas. And also, it does take quite a while for it to get really cold. So just know that. One of the really important things just to know that you will get dinged and fined if you do not clean the camper like you would want it cleaned for you. And one of the biggest things people do is not clean the refrigerator and freezer, so please do a thorough cleaning on that. Be sure also to clean the microwave when you're done, and the stove. Over here is your pantry, and we did put in these slide out shelves, so everything is a little easier to get to. And then, other storage things. So over here, everything is labeled, but things do shift around a lot. They usually start out really organized, but while you're driving, they do shift. So usually when I get to where I'm going, I will open these up and kind of clear them out or organize them again. Overhead over here, please do try to put things back where I've labeled them and where you found them, is your cups and your coffee makers. This magazine rack here is actually for paper plates. And then this usually goes in the freezer. This is ideal to put ice in, especially if you're using my ice maker, because they do tend to stick together, so you can kind of shake it and get that to break up. Put it back.